There is a contagious disease warning for the areas of Chodway-Dina, Crow Wing and Morrison. There are 5 staging symptoms of this strange disease. The first is severe migraines for hours that can't be cured by acetaminophen or any aspirin-like product. Then 3 hours after infection a strange bruise is seen on the forehead with dark lines running to body organs and to major nervous centers on the body. After 4 hours of infection there is loss of muscle control on the arms and legs and loss of rectal control. After 5 hours of infection is complete loss of motor functions. And after 6 hours is death and reanimation. The reanimated corpse is harmless for 10 minutes, then it will attack at random. If you or someone you know has some or most of these symptoms, call your local authorities and you will be sent to a nearby hospital for treatment. If you see a reanimated corpse, contact your local authorities right away and do not engage in combat unless further noted by local officials. There is an automatic curfew at 10 o'clock for your area. If you are found walking the streets, you are at risk of being infected or being shot by local authorities. This is a civil defense alert for the state of Minnesota and its borders. The contagious disease has been upgraded to an epidemic by the World Health Organization, and the President has issued Execute Order number 89,873, which means that, if any armed individual sees someone with symptoms of the disease and or is already reanimated, has the right to engage in combat at their own risk. It is still illegal to kill anyone that is not infected. The President has asked you, the people, to stay calm during this time and to lock your door and windows. An official report by the WHO is going to be broadcasting after these following messages. The reanimation process is becoming quicker now. The average time of death after infection is 2 hours, and when the reanimated corpse awakens, expect automatic attack by the corpse. Martial law is in effect in all areas of Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and North and South Dakota, and the Canadian has also made martial law in effect in its southern states. The statement by the WHO is coming in now.
This is official virus report by the WHO. The name is the rage virus. Scientific name is Maximus Scolpii. Lethal, yes. How lethal? 100%. Do subjects show symptoms? Yes, they do. If so, what are they? Severe uncurable migraines, dark forehead and lines leading to major nervous centers, sudden thirst for water, loss of muscle control in arms and legs, twitching, and loss of rectal control, seizures, unconsciousness, death, and reanimation. Those are all in order. Is it isolated or widespread? It is widespread. How many strands of DNA does it have? The normal virus has 1, but this has 3. It is not curable. It has been on the earth for 3 weeks. The virus's main target is the central and peripheral nervous systems. Does it have a known origin? It does not. Has the virus mutated since you have known of it? Yes. The extra information of this virus: it is not airborne. Pets and animals cannot be infected. 3 strands of different genomes for different parts of the body. Cannot be destroyed by T cells. It is protected by a fluid-like substance. Probably that is why the infected ask for so much water. Takes over motor functions of the brain. The reanimated corpse has all organ functions intact, except brain or thinking activity. This concludes the official report of the rage virus.
This is an emergency contagious disease alert issued by the United States government and military. The disease has been spotted in all states of America. The military has ordered full martial law and curfew that states that any citizen seen walking out of their shelter will be shot on sight. There will be evacuation in your area on August 10th for people who are unarmed or willing to go. If you go, you will be sent to a local military fort or makeshift fort. Military personnel in Afghanistan have all been evacuated to support the martial law that is in effect. They are en route and will arrive in America in 3 hours. All television stations have been deactivated. Tune into this station 8:30 a.m. and 12:80 and 10:50 a.m. The President and Vice President have been missing for the past 10 hours. His final message to the people is to stay calm and keep your pride for your country even in these disastrous times. And if I am to die, please remember me as a good president, even though I was in office for 1 year. All communications with the President were cut off at 3:30 a.m. on June 9th. Please tune in at 2:30 p.m. on station 990 a.m. for zombie hordes in your area. Even though it is legal to engage in combat, it is highly recommended that you don't. This concludes the alert for your area. This is an emergency contagious disease alert for your area. The martial law has been lifted. You may go back to walking the streets during daytime, but strict curfew is in effect at sundown. The President and Vice President were found on July 2nd 50 miles from the car they crashed in. They were found dead on site. Their bodies were mutilated. Their funerals will be held on July 17th. You may return to your home, but if you find a broken door or smashed window, it is very highly recommended that you do not enter that building and call your local military office. The Executive Order number 89873 has been replaced by Executive Order number 89874 that states that, if you're at risk of getting infected, you may engage in combat. If you do, wash yourself immediately after that and use rubbing alcohol on any place the water-like substance landed on. The United States military estimates that there are 50,000 reanimated corpses in the United States and is decreasing rapidly from unknown causes, and a recent report shows the virus is weakening. There are gaps in the glycoproteins that suggest that the body has a higher chance of fighting off the infection. The mortality rate has dropped from 100% to 45% in the past 2 weeks, and the virus is more susceptible to medical drugs. TV stations have resumed. We wish good luck to all the survivors and hope this outbreak never happens again. Goodbye.